Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. I'm starting to suspect this is a white dragon instead of a silver like I first thought, since it was aligned with a chaotic evil dude. And potentially gifted to him by a demon. Which should make it the first white dragon we've seen in a Pathfinder game.
Here. Is there more?
Bracers of Dominance. Whenever the wearer of these bracers confirms a critical hit with a two-handed weapon, the enemy must pass a will saving throw or become unable to attack for 1 round. I do not care for those bracers one bit. Because we fought, or we've met, and or fought, a blue dragon, 2 silver dragons, Orms and Jabberwocks, of course, a black dragon, and a corrupted red dragon. Yeah, okay, it was a white dragon. This is its den. Oh, neat. Another dragon we can check off the list.
I know the way.
The wounded Marhevok is shivering as if from a fever. He tries to take the human skull from the plinth in front of the Lady of the Sun statue, but his weakened grip spasms, and the skull rolls toward you, stopping at your feet. The warrior watches it with stricken eyes, muttering, "Key," before turning to the statue. "My lady, my love, forgive me. I failed you. I lost. Didn't even keep the key safe after you gave it to me. Come, protect our Wintersun, but if you can't, take me away. Take me to your castle in the clouds." Marhevok's prayer does not go unanswered. A shadow, unnaturally narrow and trembling, separates from the Lady of the Sun statue and floats above the floor. A delicate hand, or maybe a claw, reaches out and touches the slumped head of the dying warrior with a soft, almost tender gesture. Then you hear an airy, otherworldly voice directly in your mind. Why are you mortals so fond of breaking other people's toys? So you're the rot that's festering in Wintersun. You're a despicable beast, and you don't deserve any other name. My kinsmen, my neighbors have suffered because of you. Death would be too light a punishment for you, scum. So you're the Lady of the Sun. That is what they call me here, replies the insect-like shadow. But you maybe call me by another name, Jeribeth. What have you done to these people? I merely planted a few ideas in their heads. Laughter high and abrasive, like a buzzing insect, reverberates in your mind. It is elegant in its simplicity. I make all the people of Wintersun see demons as humans, elves, dwarves, and they see real mortals as demons. They live in a topsy-turvy world, where the lands of the world wound are teeming with brave crusaders, and where Drezen was recently captured by an army of hideous monsters from the abyss. If your firebrand Queen Galfrey were to show up here, the people would take her for one of Discari's spawn and try to slay her on the spot. The children of Wintersun already have so much blood on their hands. Every wary traveler who happened to discover this mortal oasis in the midst of the scarred lands of the world wound, who rushed with brimming hope toward its walls, died at the hands of the clan, and they all fervently believed that they were fighting demons. Why did other demons visit here? There's no other place in all the world wound like my little Wintersun. I don't allow other demons to kill the people in my domain. Instead, they come here to play. They shrug off their demon guise and pretend to be mortals. Even Lady Nocticula in the Midnight Isles does not offer such exotic amusements. So I wonder if you come here on the demon path, the demon mythic path, if they see you as a regular person. Much like Arushale. You should find this all very familiar. You intuitively understand that these last words were not addressed to you. The demon has clearly allowed you to hear them as a courtesy. For you too are playing at being human. Isn't that so, Succubus? No, you have created a tawdry parody of what I am striving to be. You could have made them believe anything, performed any number of miracles for them. You could have made their dreams come true. But all you did was poison their minds against their fellow mortals. You may have the powers of a demon, but you have little when it comes to intellect, as befits an insect. You don't seem to be afraid at all, monster. What's stopping me from killing you here and now? Marhevok's shoulders convulse. He struggles in vain to stand and shield the insect-like shadow from you. I'll fly off to my sanctum faster than you can blink. Besides, are you ready to doom all of Wintersun to a horrible fate? Asks this live voice in your head. You probably want to open the poor barbarian's eyes to the truth, but you can't do that without my help. Even if you do, by some miracle, find a way to do it, the children of Wintersun will have to live with the knowledge of what they've done all these years. They will recall every murdered crusader and traveler that they plunged their spears into, or burned on a ritual pyre. Many of them will not survive the truth you will inflict on them. The rest will be cut down by demons, for I'm the only one protecting them from such a fate, even now. But I have a better solution. I'll change the clan so that from this day forth, you'll see true mortals and demons alike as human. I'll make them believe that the Crusaders have won a final, resounding victory, that peace now reigns in the world wound, and that all the demons have been driven back to the abyss. Every last one. Wintersun will remain a peaceful oasis in the midst of chaos. Neutral territory where neither Crusaders nor demons will cross swords in battle. I'll get to keep my wondrous domain. Your Crusaders will never perish here again. What do you say to that, Commander? Well, obviously not. I'm just deciding which way I'm going to say no. I have two options. I'm going to pick two here. Not a chance, you monster. You will free the people from your deception now, or you will regret it. Jeribeth hesitates. The demon's flat, insectoid visage is difficult to read, but her quivering mouth betrays her extreme tension. At last, the phrase rings in your mind. Alright, I'll do as you say. Outside, a clamor starts to swell. 1, 2, a dozen voices cry out in astonishment, then horror. No, not me, please. Rasps Marhevok, starting to lift his head off the floor. Gathering his strength, he barks out more clearly. I don't need the truth. I don't want to lose you, my lady. I knew. A crazed smile warps the warrior's face. I guessed a long time ago that you weren't who you seemed to be, but you brought peace to my people, and me. And I kept your secret as best I could. I stamped out any suspicions, and the people who voiced them, sometimes. I want to live in your light. I don't want to be without you. Ursula turns pale and covers her mouth with her hand. The ruby eyes are filled with undisguised horror. You cannot read the emotions on the voice's horrifying face, half hidden by shadows. If it answers Marhevok, it does wordlessly, directly in his mind. After a moment of silence, you hear a voice in your head. Give him to me. No, absolutely not. This guy's a monster, especially if he knew. So kill Marhevok. No, he will die here and now. He enslaved his entire tribe. That's not okay. The creature is silent for a time, gazing at the dead warrior. I'll remember this, Commander. I'm returning to the Ivory Sanctum, the castle in the clouds as they call it here. You have a key to my home, but will you find out how to use it? I'll be expecting your visit. Jeribeth's shadow disappears into the portal. Their departure spells the end of an era in the life of Wintersun. Ismera the Carver is standing cowering against the wall. She's gone. I can feel it. I feel like something's changed. I'll tell the people what you did for us, Commander. Plus, if we let him go, we'd miss out on all this sweet loot. Alright, Frost Embrace. Whenever the wield of this +3 Icy Burst Throwing Axe lands a hit against a new enemy, the enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw or become paralyzed for 2 rounds. And Fixed Obsession. Whenever this +3 Keen Throwing Axe lands a hit, All its further attacks until the end of the round deal 1 additional force damage. This damage bonus stacks up to 10. Wasn't there another item? Oh, it was the belt. Never mind. Alright. The blind carver tosses her head back and gives a slight bow. I recognize the sound of your footsteps, Commander. My wood shaping skills are not what they were, but my hands remember what my eyes cannot see. Please, accept this gift as thanks for listening to me, helping the children of Wintersun. I wanted to tell you, our clan has started reviving its old crafts. We have goods to sell. Would you like to take a look? Now, how's life in Wintersun now? We're not living, we're surviving. It's hard for us to understand and accept what happened. We need a few days to recomprehend our lives. Let's take a look at your wares. The Debilitator. Whenever the wielder of this +3 mithril double sword lands a hit on an enemy, the target must pass a reflex saving throw or suffer ability damage. One blade deals 1 to 3 damage to strength, while the other deals 1 to 3 damage to constitution. This effect cannot lower an ability below 7. Fatal Beacon. Whenever the wielder of this +3 holy greatsword confirms a critical hit, the enemy loses the ability to make attacks of opportunity for 1 round and suffers a -5 penalty to athletic skill checks, and a -2 penalty to reflex saving throws. Multiple applications of this effect do not stack. Hide Armor of Elemental Carnage. Whenever the wearer of this +4 hide armor casts a spell with fire, electricity, cold, or acid descriptor, that spell deals +1 point of damage per die rolled. Perfected Maneuver. These boots grant the wearer a +3 competence bonus to CMD and a +3 competence bonus to CMB. Pure Savagery. This +3 Cruel Heavy Flail deals 1 to 12 damage instead of 1 to 10, and has piercing bludgeoning damage instead of bludgeoning. It also grants its wielder a +4 competence bonus on persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. Maybe I have to keep that in mind for a future playthrough. Alright, Mad Sculptor. Whenever the wielder of this +3 Bane Construct Heavy Pick is engaged in melee by 2 or more enemies, his attacks with this weapon deal additional 1 to 6 precision damage. Alright, let's drop off some of the junk that we have here. Never going to use this. I might give these to Wendewog. If I remember right, I did give her point a throwing axe weapon specialization. We'll keep this for Woljif, I think. We'll keep all this on hand for now as well. I'm going to buy this. Let's see. Wardmaster's Amulet. This amulet makes all ward abilities and spells, those which have the word ward in their names, grant +1 additional armor class and become extended as though using the extend spell feat. Okay. So who would most benefit from this? Boots are just an uncommon item type anyway, so I have the opportunity to buy them. I'm going to. Alright, so we need to find this thing called the Heart of Stone. I don't remember if it was the woodcarver that told us about it, or if it was one of these runestones we read.
I am prepared.
Breaking Heart of Arcane. Whenever this +3 rapier is affected by any magical effect that gives an enhancement bonus, bonus is increased by +1. The Bone Key. The place known as the Castle in the Clouds, also called the Ivory Sanctum, which you obtained from the chief of the Wintersun clan. Skull creates the unsettling impression, if you glance at it out of the corner of your eye, that something is moving in the depths of its empty eye sockets. It's also a reused art asset. It's the helmet that I think gave a bonus to strength and allowed you to summon barbarian spirits in Kingmaker. Might be wrong about the strength enhancement. So the Heart of Stone. I don't know where that would be at. Is there a quest for it? Look like it. I guess it could be up this way. Okay. I may have just looked into something. This looks like a heart, doesn't it? From this angle? Maybe not. Alright, so I'm going to throw an edit here. I want to make sure that I found all those stones and make sure I can find the Heart of Winter. Or sorry, the Heart of Stone, not Heart of Winter. Because I think I didn't finish that little unmarked side quest here. So, I'm going to throw an edit here, and I'll see you guys in just a second. And welcome back. I did find a stone that I missed down here next to the cave where the druid was located.
A success worthy of praise.
The text in Halit. Honor the old, guard the young, and stand with those whose prime has come. Alright, I'm going to throw in another edit, make sure I didn't miss any other stones, and also keep an eye out for the Heart of Stone. So I'll be right back. Oh, welcome back again. I've stumbled across another Specter in my search for the Heart of Stone, or any other runestone I may have missed. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I haven't quick saved at all. Completely forgetting about the Specters that I've been fighting this entire time. So let's see what we can do.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's try this way. This will hurt.
The light, take you!
Begone, fiend!
Oh no. Oh no.
Fall! I will bring down the divine
Dedicate my
wrath!
body to science.
Oh, you guys need to get out of there.
Dedicate my body
Oh,
to
she's dead.
science.
She's 100% dead. Oh no. Well, shoot. Yeah, pretty sure I don't have any scrolls of Raised Dead available. And I still haven't found any diamonds for land, or not land, for Social to cast Raised Dead. Well, shoot. By the way, I'm gonna I'm gonna throw in another edit here and continue looking for the Heart of Stone. Hopefully we don't come across another Specter because we're in pretty bad shape. I guess I could rest, but I'm not going to. Either way, be right back. Okay, so this took me a very long time to find, mostly because I'd already looked at it once before I'd found all the runestones, and so it hadn't activated yet. It's probably been about 20 minutes of me looking around this map for this darn thing. But here it is. We got another piece of the rune-covered ancient leather scrap. And 2 unique items. Alright, so ricocheting heavy crossbow. When it is +3 keen heavy crossbow confirms a critical hit. It also deals its regular damage up to 3 additional enemies adjacent to the target. I wonder how close adjacent is considered. Like, within threatened range? Because it doesn't say within so many feet, it says adjacent. So I assume they have to be really close together. Then back rank assistance. If the wearer of this amulet is wielding a ranged weapon, whenever an ally in a 30-foot radius lands an attack of opportunity, the wearer makes a free ranged attack against the same target. The effect can only occur once per target. What's still a free extra attack? Yeah. My main character gets free attack of opportunities against enemies that have been critted by an ally, so that should proc relatively often. I do think that we're done here, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Go resurrect Nenio. And that our adventures in Wintersun are finally done. It's quite the location. I thought I looted this guy. No, that's right. Marhevok interrupted after we killed this guy. I saw that his body had loot on it when we left the cave, but I thought I had already looked at the loot and determined that it was just something I could get once we left the map. But nope, it was an actual magic item. The Fort Stone Maze is besieged by an enemy. Alright, we'll be there in a few turns. Meantime, we need to go back to Drezen. A couple of quests to turn in, and a companion to bring back to life. Also, equipment to distribute, and I think my companions... Yeah, we leveled up at Wintersun, so I can level up the rest of my companions as well. I can't believe I had seen that stone. It was shaped like a heart. I'm like, well, that makes sense, the heart of stone. I completely forgot about it. Alright, let's go speak to Arsino. So we bring Nenio back. So I was told this doesn't work. Which I wasn't... I don't think I would have ever actually bought it. It was just, it would be cool to have with your mount. Like rider and mount. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. Alright, let's just start. Let's take care of some equipment real fast. That new crossbow might be decent on Nenio, but we need to bring her back to life first before I forget. Dead. Yes, they both rely on critical hits. But she has a better chance of critically hitting with the ricochet heavy crossbow. What is Darren using? Alright, both are +2s. Alright, throwing axes. We'll give these to Wendewog. I'm going to respec her to be even more efficient with them if I want to. This might be good for Woljif. Yeah, replaces +2 dagger. Alright. Get through all this stuff. Like so. Alright, let's level up all these guys, and then we'll probably call it an episode after that, and then speak to Char and Earbeth in the next one. And then whoever else in the Citadel feels like they need to talk to me. Level 12 Slayer gets a Slayer talent and improved sneak attack. I really want this to be even. I hate having odd-numbered attributes, but all he gets out of this is skill points, and I do not value skill points at all. Because my party's got it covered. We haven't run across a skill check in a while that we're even close to failing. So I'm going to give him strength, athletics, mobility, stealth. Probably grab a combat style feat, 2-weapon combat, and greater 2-weapon fighting. To get a third attack with your offhand weapon, albeit at a -10 penalty, more attacks. Can't go wrong with that. Alright, Regil, level 6 Hell Knight, gets Force of Will and a Discipline. I'm going to bump his strength up to 14. Because he actually gets something out of that. More carry capacity, athletic skill check. I guess that's really it, but still. Something. More than skill points. Knowledge Arcana, Lore Religion. Here we're going to grab Charm. Again, Fear is a non-issue for us. Between my Cavalier's Banner, my Paladin's passive aura, and her spell aura. Which grants complete immunity to fear effects. So, not worried about fear at all. And then we'll keep stacking Compulsion. And here I want to grab the one that boosts his Smite Chaos. Here it is, Shackle. When the Hell Knight uses Smite Chaos on a creature, he can impede its mobility. The creature can negate this effect with a successful will save. Otherwise, it is affected as if by slow for 1 to 4 rounds. He doesn't get very many castings of Smite Chaos, so may as well make it as potent as possible. Darren, Charisma. And also, I would never put any points into this because he has such a low strength score. I mean, you have to invest 3 to even get it neutral. It's just, that's not worth it. Same for intelligence here. Don't care for skill points. He's not an intelligence-based caster, so don't think he needs a higher intelligence. Knowledge Arcana, Knowledge World, and use Magic Device. Heal. Ember gets a Hex. Not sure what to give her. And making this neutral might not be the worst thing in the world. And it makes everything look a little prettier. And I'm not going to use her, so it doesn't matter. Knowledge Arcana, or Religion, use Magic Device. Go get Restless Slumber. So the witch causes a creature within 30 feet to fall into a sleep riddled with nightmares. This functions as a slumber hex. Additionally, the restless nature of the sleep causes the creature to violently toss and turn, dealing 1 to 10 points of damage to itself each turn. This damage does not wake the creature. When it wakes, the creature's addled state causes it to be confused for a number of rounds equal to half the witch's level. Witch must have the slumber hex just like this hex. Just an upgrade to the slumber hex. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, Hellfire Ray. Alright, Woljif gets Danger Sense and a Rogue Talent. Dexterity increase. Ability, Trickery, Perception, and use Magic Device. And Stealth. I'm tempted to grab the Familiar, but I think instead I'm going to grab Crippling Strike. So a character with this ability can sneak attack opponents with such precision that the blows weaken and hamper them. An opponent damaged by one of her sneak attacks also takes 2 points of strength damage. Looking for anything that buffs him that doesn't change his... You want buffs that doesn't actually change his form. I don't want to turn into a smaller elemental or anything like that. Alright, Windwog, what do you get? A bonus combat feat. I guess I'll prioritize Dexterity over Strength. Lore Nature and Perception. Improve Snapshot, why not? So you threaten an additional 5 feet with Snapshot. Alright, Camellia, she gets a Hex as well. Yeah, that'll work. I give her 1 point of Strength just to even it out, and then she gets 2 more points of Dexterity by level 20. Trickery and Perception. Here I think I'm going to grab... Let's flip between Battle Ward and Fury. Draconic Resilience might be okay. It gives me 2 immunities. It only lasts for so many rounds, which I'm not super excited about. Which I know Fury lasts for only a few rounds as well, but it's offensive in nature, so it'd be like casting Righteous Might or something like that. So I think I'm going to grab Battle Ward. So the shaman touches a willing creature, including herself, and grants a Battle Ward. The next time a foe makes an attack roll against a target, the ward activates and grants a +3 deflection bonus to the warded creature's AC. Each subsequent time she's attacked, the deflection bonus reduces by 1 to +2 for the second time she's attacked, and +1 for the third. The ward fades when the bonus is reduced to +0, or after 24 hours, whichever comes first. At 8th level, the ward's starting bonus increases to +4, At 16th level, it increases to +5. A creature affected by this hex cannot be affected by it again for 24 hours. This is kind of a cast and forget thing as well, which I'm a huge fan of. Because micromanaging is for nerds. Alright. I'm going to stand beside Char, and we'll speak to him in the next episode about Marhevok. In fact, let's swing by the merchant real fast and sell some stuff. Oh, that's why I wanted to give that to Camellia. I'm a huge fan of this rapier, but having a potential +5 weapon is much better than having that speed modifier, since we have haste. A lot of castings of haste at that. I almost forgot to equip those. Alright, should be all set. Let's go stand beside Char for the next one. Where's he at? There he is. Okay, I'm going to call it here. The next episode, we'll speak to Char. We'll head into the Citadel, speak to Jeribeth, and whoever else wants to talk to us. And then decide where and what we're going to do next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.